I'm very happy to be here. My name is Tadiwa Mahlunge. I hope I'm saying that right. The wrong foot. I am posh. That is weird. I will let your eyes adjust. It's very weird. People aren't used to it at all. I have no right to sound like this. I was born in Zimbabwe and I grew up in Wales. And yet, for some reason, I have the voice of colonial times. It's very annoying. I don't like this voice, so the reason why I sound like this is because when I came to the UK, I was about 8 years old, and when I got here, my mother said, you have to stop all that African shit, son. Okay. If you want to make money in the UK, you have to learn to talk posh, and she was right, because now I'm minted. However, now I live in one of the most dangerous boroughs in London with this voice. It is not ideal, my friends. This is a very muggable personality to have in Croydon. This is not a joke. Because of my voice, my nickname at my local barbershop is White Boy. And it really upsets me that they call me White Boy, quite frankly, because I am African and these cunts are English. The balls. Could you imagine the balls of that, though? Of an Englishman calling an actual African white boy on a weekly basis. The other day, my barber, he tried to justify this to me. He was like, yeah, Tad is like, sometimes I feel like you don't act black enough. Do you know what I'm saying? I was like, my name is Tadiwa Mahlunge. How is that not black enough for you? James. Grew up, but I actually want to talk about something else tonight because I just got my first house. Thank you for cheering that, some of you. That was very nice of you. I appreciated that. I always enjoy watching audiences respond to that because you can always spot the millennials because they're cheering, but deep down they're like, I hope you die. If you feel that way, don't worry, it's fine because the flat is in Croydon, so I will. Death is not far away. The cost of living crisis is pretty bad. For a while, London is out of control. The property market is pretty crazy. For a while, I thought I'd have to move back to my hometown. Now, I was born in Zimbabwe. I'm not going back there. I survived. I got out. I grew up in Cardiff, but I spent my teenage years in a town called Stevenage. Has anyone here heard of Stevenage? Yeah. Shithole. That's a shithole. To sum up Stevenage, the big claim to fame of the town, Stevenage is the teenage pregnancy capital of Europe. That's the big claim to fame. Teenage pregnancy. And I didn't get laid. Do you know how that felt? Everybody was fucking. Everybody. Do you know how it felt to lose my virginity at the age of 22 in Stevenage to a 15-year-old? It was horrible. She was gentle, she was like, I know it's your first time, I was like, it's the kind of love and attention you get from a mother of three, Bad town, teenage pregnancy capital of Europe. I don't know how they're achieving it, we're not in the EU. It's mental to me. Stevenage is the only town where single mothers go to become single grandmothers. There are no dads in Stevenage. I didn't have a dad, and neither do any of my kids. Very bad town. I went back recently. I want to sum up how bad the town is. Recently I was doing a house viewing about 2 or 3 months ago, and here's how shit the town has got. The local branch of McDonald's had boarded up and shut down. Do you know how shit you have to be for McDonald's to fail? It's McDonald's. It's the cocaine of food. It sells itself. How on earth are you fucking this up? It's not a joke. I googled this for the material. There is an open branch of McDonald's in the Sahara Desert. The Sahara Desert is more economically viable than Stevenage. There are starving African children in a McDonald's in the Sahara. And they take a little £1 coin and they put it in the spinny, and it goes down to help kids in Stevenage. Bad time. My mother was thrilled with the idea. She was like, oh my God, son, if you buy a flat in Stevenage, then I'll get to see you every single day. And that's when I bought a house in Croydon. Because I would rather die. Now, it's interesting when you live in a shit neighborhood. I have rented in Croydon for about 3 years. It's interesting, when you rent in a shit neighborhood, you want the neighborhood to stay shit, so the rent stays low. You know? Like when I was renting in Croydon, I fucking loved knife crime. I loved stabbings, I loved all that shit. It was the best. Absolutely, that just fantastic. And they're not slashing throats, they're slashing prices. As far as if anyone's making a killing, it's me. Every night I turn on the news, there's been a stabbing in South London. I was like, yes! It was in Peckham. I was like, fuck! They're all the good shit. Interesting, you know? But now I own a house, I give a fuck about Croydon. I am on a mission to gentrify Croydon. Beautifully. Come on, white man, you know you want it. Come on! I need more whites in Croydon now, please. Do you know how much less my house is worth now I live there? I need to gentrify the place. I've got no point now. Every night, every weekend, I go out to Richmond looking for middle class white women to bring back to Croydon. Just on the off chance they open a coffee shop on the way home. And I'm not fucking these girls. I'm not that kind of guy, you know. I just come up to them and I have Taylor Swift tickets and then. Come on, man, come on. You have Etsy, come on. Works a job.
Perfect.